be, y'all, and we're live. DC5 people, how the fuck are you? Bringing the energy. Bring the energy. That's right. Let's wait for some people to get in here and let's just talk about the transmission update. That's right, update. Took oceans of time, but there is an update now. There is an update. Let's get some motherfucking tunes in here. Oh, we got Honda vlogs uploaded 2 hours ago. What do we got? Cleaning the engine bay but failing. What's this all about?
What's up, guys? Christian here with Honda Vlogs. Yeah, my car's still broken and still in 8,000 pieces. It's definitely going to run in 2026.
Jeez, mate. What do you want to do tonight?
Why is my shit not?
What's up, guys? Christian here with Honda Vlogs. Yeah, my car's still broken and still in 8,000 pieces. It's definitely going to run in 2026.
Jeez, mate. What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
What the fuck?
What's cracking, guys? Welcome to another video. Again, at the shop, because that's where I work. Thought I'd give you guys a little update because I like talking to you guys. I like hanging out with you guys. So, as you probably know, I was talking about in the last video that I had to fix my girlfriend's car, the car that she was driving. I kind of just didn't give up. We moved on. You know what I mean? Like, I got kind of sick of having to constantly fix that car. And after the last couple of days of her sending me pictures of the car at the train station with coolant everywhere, I just said, you know what? I can't trust you driving around, whether it's for groceries or snacks or just going out and hanging out and just not knowing whether
We got someone on the head counter. Who we got?
So we got her a new car. I'll probably make a video about it. It's not a Honda. It's actually pretty cool. She's not crazy into Honda. She used to sell Hondas at a Honda dealership like a long time ago, but she just wants a cool looking and running car, and I can't hate that. I couldn't keep pushing like a Honda on her if that's not what she wanted. So she likes cars, but she likes what she likes. So we got her a clean ass BMW 325. I know a lot of you out there are probably like, what the fuck, a BMW? And I felt the same way, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the past like 2 weeks I've been like so into BMWs just so I know how to maintain that car. They're not that much different from Civics, guys. To be honest with you, like there's random shit that always goes wrong, and as long as you fix those things, they seem to be pretty stout. Travis here is a BMW tech. He took a look at it and he was just like, this is pretty solid. I've got like maintenance records since the first owner ever bought the car, so I'm pretty confident the car is going to run. But I'll show you what she used to drive, and that is this right here, 99 Civic DX. It is dropped. So like I said, this is exactly how it looked when I told my dad, you should buy this. And my dad literally did buy this, which is kind of funny, but what am I going to do, right? I'm a Honda guy. And one of the first cars I had a very, very long time ago, actually when I met Sleeper Honda, so he'll probably laugh at this part. It was like a weird dark green slammed EJ1 with an LS swap in it, straight piped all the way to the back. My dad had a car at that time. It was like a Jetta. I think it went out. I had another car. He commuted that car from my family's ranch to like Redwood City. So it's like 35 minutes, dude. Like that was a savage. It was legitimately gutted with LS seats in it. And he would drive it 35 miles a day, one-handed with a 7-Eleven tall cup of coffee, because that's my dad. And you know what? I even offered many times to raise that car on stock suspension. I also had the stock suspension to this car. He didn't care. He probably maybe didn't want me to like mess around with it. Like, no, the car works. Don't mess with it. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, dude. I think inherently my dad really liked that because he grew up driving like.
We got one on the head counter and a thumbs up. Who we got?
I had one too. I had a '72 Super Beetle. Super fun car. I had fucking some crazy fun times in that car. Rain,
Chime on in because I'm drinking my coffee,
anyways,
watching
guys,
some Honda vlogs,
there is kind of future plans.
and then we'll get some more people in here and we'll talk about the transmission update.
I want to see it go to a better place, and like I said, we got her a new car. I
want
to enjoy that. But
that's weird. Okay, that's just strange. I'm watching Honda vlogs, and then Honda vlogs is here.
What's up, guys? Welcome.
What up, Christian?
Welcome to the video. Thanks for tuning in yet again. Look at this truck, though. I just keep wandering around the parking lot and seeing the cool stuff. Right. This is actually Travis's truck right here. It's a Mitsubishi Mighty Max 2-wheel drive. But,
a Mitsubishi truck.
On this, guys. It looks fantastic, right? Anyways, guys, I'm going to start this vlog out. I don't know what I'm actually going to do today. It is a short day for me because I got plans later today. But I thought I would give you a little bit of insight as to what's been going on since the last video I posted, which was basically like, wow.
Already 2 thumbs down, really?
I've been trying to take care of that car, but now it's going to move on.
And, we haven't had anybody in here except for one person that came and
so it's
instantly left.
Now, and it's a bit later now. And essentially what I've been trying to do is try to do my best to do a little bit every day, like an hour a day. If I can knock out an hour a day on the Soul, aside from working at night, like we can get some progress done, right? So this is kind of a little progress update. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I'm really enjoying making videos again. Anyways, here's where we're at. Last night, I took out the clutch master cylinder out of the Del Sol because I will be putting in an S2000 one. It is legitimately disgusting. So here we go. Look at this thing. It's just like I feel like I literally unearthed this from like an Egyptian dig. It's just and so that thing goes right there. So
oh, on your video, gotcha. I was wondering. I was like, what the
right
fuck?
Down in this corner. Sorry for the lighting. All of this paint that's down here in the corner right here is like goo. It's like disintegrated from years and years of just dripping and dripping and dripping, which I'm super excited that like people figured out you can put an S2000 clutch master cylinder in there. And I know they probably figured it out. But now I'm all about it. So the reservoir is actually on the master cylinder, and on the EGs, that stupid little hose. And
also,
mounted like
hold
right
on.
here. Hopefully
I'm not trying to miss any of the goodness. Fucking also update on the wideband gauge for the AC vent. Jerry got to town with the carbide bit, dremeled that bitch out, and now it is no longer a dream. It is a reality. I'm gonna have far left AC vent mounted wideband. There's a couple issues though. One, the trim piece, that silver face trim piece that goes like in your AC vent around it, it's super flimsy. It cracks really easy. We did crack the top part, but that's okay. The crack will be covered, and we took some TPO, got the gauge in there, and like the silver rim of the AC vent wideband mount gauge got a little scuffed up, got a couple scratches on it because you're using a carbide bit, and you're in a body shop, shit gets scratched, especially when you're working with like a drill or like power tools and shit like that. So what we did was TPO'd the gauge in there, TPO'd it all around, and there was like this weird gap. It wasn't quite sitting flush. So what he did was he took TPO and he like literally put down a bond coat and then kind of like a for looks coat, and we're gonna sand it down and we're gonna fucking paint it alabaster silver. Because alabaster, like satin silver, is gonna look too bright probably. Alabaster is more like getting towards like pewter, and if you look at the trim panels, they're kind of a darker silver. It's like almost like a very grainy, like pewtery champagne type color, almost like getting towards pewter. It's like silver, but it's like almost like bronze silver kind of. If that makes sense. True story. But yeah, I should have took a picture of it. I totally was sidetracked on getting $700 and selling a transmission. Yeah, that's right, guys. I sold the transmission. I just spoiled it for some of y'all that don't know. I don't know who's in here already. We got 4 on the head counter, but sold the transmission today. 700 doll hairs. S2K wide body. What up? I haven't seen you here before. Thanks for stopping by, man. Fucking how'd you find the channel? And welcome. Honda Vlog says BRB. Word. Yeah, fucking since that last Honda Vlogs recap, I actually got like, trying to think how many new subs, probably like getting close to 10 new subs, which doesn't really seem like that much, but for somebody that has like less than 500 subs, like 10 subs in like a couple days, like it's not bad, you know, because I mean, my channel isn't exactly like, you know, groundbreaking or super interesting to watch. I mean, it's more of a vital information or like really weird shit for DC5 owners. Like, you know, the stuff you never hear about or the tutorials and installs you're probably not going to see anywhere, you know. Honda Vlog sent you. Oh, yeah. So I guess you're one of the new subs, man. You got a wide body S2K. I'm trying to peep that. Well, let me see your channel. Oh, it's because, hold the phone. Mad Marlin, what's up, man? 11 with S2K wide body. Well, he's probably one of the subs, probably, I would assume. Possibly. S2K wide body. Damn, you got more subs than me, man. Good shit. Dude, I swear, something's up with my Flash player. Like, if I have a stream, I have like 2 monitors set up. If I have my stream open here, it's like the fucking video on the left screen is like acting kind of funky. It's like super buffery. Like, it'll stop and go, stop and go. It's so fucking annoying. I really don't like this new upgrade. When I upgraded my operating system, I really don't like it. I almost think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna go back to the operating system I had before, Sierra or whatever, because Mojave, this fucking car, I was about to say this fucking operating system is fucking so slow. It's not even funny. It's horrible. Oh yeah, it looks like you got a lot of videos, dude. Secret drums effects music video. That sounds right up my alley.
Just one little thing reminds me of the day and the pain. I changed my mind, never been saying I again.
Yeah, like your channel, like just looking from the thumbnails, looks like you got some pretty cool shots and stuff, like a lot of like kind of scenic stuff, you know? I need to be better about that, like going out and filming, like not from like a dashboard perspective or a POV perspective, kind of, or an install perspective or a vlog or, you know, stuff like that. Do you have like a walkthrough video of your car? I'm trying to peep this car. Damn, you got a lot of 4K videos too. Honestly, not that many people are doing 4K uploads. Like I do 4K now, but when I look at my like analytics or whatever, like there's like 5% of people that watch my stuff that watch the 4K quality like format. S2000 two-step. That sounds pretty fire. Is your car tuned? Like, what's your setup? If you don't mind typing all that. Yeah, it's funny. Like, if you're new to the channel, I had a silver 02 RSX Type S. Was going to meet Honda Vlogs for a feature for doing a video shoot. Got the video shoot and then lost the car in a flood in Maryland. Yep. So then, you know, I was kind of like searching for another RSX. And the week before I found the RSX I have now, the 04 Arctic Blue Pearl Type S, I was literally about to buy a Suzuka Blue 2002 Honda S2000. I liked it. I love S2000s. I've like always thought S2000s were a sweet looking fucking car. And it's a stock car that can rev to $9,000. So I mean, you really can't complain too much. The only problem was I'm unfortunately too tall to comfortably fit in an S2000. Like literally my knees, like I have long legs. So like, I mean, I had plenty of like headroom with the convertible closed and all that stuff, but like my knees were like touching the dashboard. So wasn't exactly, it was a fun car to drive. The steering driver response, like driver feedback, like thing fucking handles like a boss, but I just couldn't do it. And it was $16,000. So I was like, yeah, it's kind of all the money and then some more I could have got, because I got my fucking 04 Type S for under $5,000 and then had like $7,000 to play with basically. Eric, what's up, man? Aw damn, 12-hour nights blows dogs for quarters. This is true. Very true. Eric, I sold the transmission. 700 doll hairs. Oh yeah, boy. And I want to talk about that. The fucking guy, he seemed like a nice guy, but he seemed like mad paranoid that I was like ripping him off or something like that. And I was like, it made me feel weird, like out of my element. I was like, dude, I'm not like, you know, he didn't say like, are you trying to rip me off or anything like that? But he had like 30 fucking questions. And I'd already told him the transmission's in good shape, had like less than 75,000 miles on it. No bad synchros, no bad gears, no bad shifter forks, you know, nothing like that. And, you know, he kept asking questions, and he was asking like, you know, is 700 like your lowest offer? And I'm like, yeah, it is, because I had it up for 1,000. Like, so I gave him the transmission for $650, and then the Revo short shifter box for $50. Like, I mean, that shifter box, like brand new, was like $220 or $230, like 10 years ago. So I thought, you know, giving you like 75% off basically, you know. Eric says just woke up. Oh shit. S2K wide body says 425 horsepower Craftwork supercharger, AEM Infinity V2 engine management, 285 in the back. 285 in the back. What do you mean by that? 285 in the back. I'm not sure. I'm stumped now because you said it's 425 horsepower. Like, what do you mean by 285 in the back? I'm curious. But yeah, 650 for the transmission, dude. You're not gonna find a good deal like that, you know, for a non-abused, good working condition like K20A2. Eric says rear tires maybe 285s. Holy shit. That's some meat. If that's what he's talking about. Like I'm running 215s on my car in the front and the rear. Like 285s. Oh my god. That's like send it mode. But yeah, the guy, get this. So the guy, you know, we load up the transmission in his trunk. And I said, hey, I have a YouTube channel and an Instagram page. Can I take a picture of you with the transmission? You know, like showing people I sold the transmission finally. And he was like, okay. So like I start to take a picture. I'm like, yeah, it's like he stands back. And I was like, stand next to your open trunk with the transmission, just like, you know, kind of like a what up? I just bought a transmission thing. And he was like, oh no, I don't want to be in the picture. And I was like, really? I was like, I mean, it's just for my YouTube channel. I'm not like Sketchball. I'm not trying to like stalk you or some shit. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, that's fine. I respect that. Whatever. So he let me take a picture of the trunk. You know what I mean? But not him next to it. I was like, it's kind of weird. I was like, what's the deal here? And then it made me start to think like, maybe these $100 bills are some counterfeit shit or something. But I took them to the bank and has the blue security line on them and the Ben Franklin watermark. I mean, it looks like a $100 bill. Am I right? I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. See the Ben Franklin peeking. So it's clearly it's real money. So that wasn't the issue. Maybe he's just being cautious or something. I don't know. I don't give a fuck if people take pictures of me, but that's just me. S2KY by says tire size full send. Yeah, that's full send, dude. 285s. Jesus. And it still spins? Jesus. Are you running boost by gear with AEM V2? That might be why it's still spinning. If you're running like 15 pounds or whatever you're running all gears, yeah, it would definitely still spin. Dude, 425, that's good. Like, I don't know where you're located at, but if you've ever heard of fucking LHT Performance, like John and George, those dudes can tune some S2000s. Like they do S2000s justice. That's like pretty much all they work on. I mean, they work on other cars, but 90% of their videos involve an S2000. S2K Wide Bike says that's where I got the kit from. Damn, so you're in Florida. Yeah, dude, you're in good hands then, man. Those dudes are legit. Speaking of, I want to oh, by the way, I'm gonna give you a sub. Subscribed. Booyah. Yeah, from your thumbnail though, that looks pretty dope. What fucking hood is that with the vents? That's a pretty clean looking hood. Yeah, no problem, dude. Got to support each other, man. I mean, like, I have a DC5 channel mainly, but I don't intend on it just being a DC5 channel for forever. You know, like you're gonna laugh, but I think my next project, if I can raise the money, make enough cash, I'm either thinking about going, you know, I'm on the fence about this. I'm on the fence about dreaming up a project with a Honda Beat, which I think is a pretty hilarious car. I mean, dude, it's not the slickest looking car, but because of the rarity and the weight, put a K20A in that bitch. That thing would be too much. Fucking Honda Beat with a K20A Type R, like, be game over, man. You'd be able to stomp anything. I mean, pretty much anything that's, you know, I mean, you'd be able to tread on any naturally aspirated car. It doesn't matter what it is. But then even some turbo cars, because of the weight, you know what I mean? We're talking about a 1,500-pound car with 220 horsepower. That's like a rocket ship. That's hands down like a fucking street lethal weapon. S2K, not sure. I got it back in 06. Damn, so you've had your S2000 for pretty much as long as I had my first my first RSX, the silver one I lost in the flood. I had it for almost 14 years. Got it in 05. I want the Honda 1968 S800. Dude, I can't remember which one it is. It's like a 72 in. It's either an N400 or an N600. It was that car that was on the Matt Ferris channel, the Smoking Tire, the one that has the motorcycle engine in it, and it's rear-wheel drive, and it has a paddle shifting transmission setup, but it has a clutch pedal. So it's like a sequential gearbox with paddles, but it has a clutch. That's fucking cool. And that thing could rev up to 10,500 RPMs. Like, holy shit. That thing would be, I mean, that's pretty much, if I could find like an N600 or N800 or an S series, like a 800 or something like that, I would roll with that all day. But it's so fucking hard to find those cars, you know? Like, if you find like an N400, 600, or S800 or something like that, you're probably going to be paying like anywhere from 15 to 30 grand probably, or something like that, you know? I mean, it's definitely not like finding an RSX for like 5 grand. Something that made me scratch my head though, when the dude showed up, I pointed to my car. I was like, yeah, that one's mine right there. Because he has a 02 RSX. So I thought he'd be like super stoked. He didn't really seem that stoked. And apparently he'd only owned his RSX for a month. So like, I don't think he got the severity of all the work I did to the car. I was like, yeah, it's mine right there. He's like, how much did you get it for? And I was like, about 5 grand. And he was like, you got that for 5 grand? And I was like, well, yeah, it didn't look like that when I got it, you know? Like, he's like, yeah, but even the body and stuff and the paint, like, it looks like really good for 5 grand. And I was like, well, thanks, man. But like, as far as like, you know, engine setup and bolt-ons and interior and all the work we've done, like, he wasn't really interested in any of that. He was just like, oh, it's got a clean body and clean paint. Like, that's all I care about. It's like, dude, I was like, you know how much shit I've put in this car? I don't think it phased him. I think he bought the transmission off me because like he's using the car as a daily. I don't think he's like modding his or, you know, racing his or doing anything like that. You know, I think he's just like, he has an RSX as a car. So it was kind of weird. But I asked him, I said, are you getting someone to put this transmission in for you, or like you doing it, or you got friends helping you or something like that? He's like, yeah, me and my friend are going to do it. And I was like, yeah, I was like, as long as you guys know how to put it in and stuff like that, you're not going to have any issues with this transmission. It's a good transmission, you know? But yeah, he definitely didn't know a lot about cars. Cause like I asked him, I was like, you know, you got a good clutch and flywheel and everything. And he was like, and I was like, you know, you have a transmission in your car right now. You're driving your RSX right now, right? It's like, yeah. I was like, is your clutch slipping or is your flywheel warped or anything? Because you're gonna want to make sure those things are good too. And he was like, yeah, I'll have to ask my friend. I was like, okay. And then right before he handed me the money, he was like, Now, if anything's wrong with this, I can like message you about it, right? And I was like, well, yeah, you can message me about it, but like, you know, it's good to go. And I mean, I guarantee it will work for you if you install it correctly, basically. But like, if you if you do something wrong, it's not on me, it's on you, you know? It's not exactly like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace is a guarantee. Like, it's not like a third, like, bring it back type thing or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's no guarantees, there's no warranty. True story. But yeah, I wish the guy the best of luck. Hope he gets some use out of it, because yeah, transmissions are pretty expensive, honestly. I mean, $650 for a transmission, that's a fucking steal. It's a steal. Let's see. S2KY Buddy says, hell yeah, I was thinking 20 G's. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that shit's like a collector's item. A 68 S800. Like, where are you going to find that? Fucking Sotheby's or Barrett Jackson or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, anybody that has one of those is probably going to hang on to it. Like, here, let's look it up just for fun. See if you can find 1968 Honda S800 Roadster for sale. Where are you going to find that? Yeah, Bring a Trailer. That's where you're going to find it. You're going to find it on fucking Bring a Trailer. And even at this, guys, Bring a Trailer has like tons of rare cars and shit like that. They do not have one. It says, notify me when one is listed. Have one, sell yours here. They've in the past, since 2016 to now, they've sold 6 of them. 6. Fucking 6. So that's not happening. They have a previous auctions, they sold a 1970 Honda S800 coupe, if you want to say it that way. Yeah, okay, here. 30,000 mile 1967 Honda S800 coupe sold for 30 grand on November 4th, 2016. Like, what the fuck? 30 grand? I mean, it's a dope car, don't get me wrong, but yeah, S600, a 64 S600 sold for 24 grand in 2017. A 64 S600 Roadster sold for 32,000, pretty much 33,000. 67 Honda S600 sold for 33. The yellow coupe I was talking, that's 800 coupe I was talking about, that sold for 27.5. A restored 65 S600 sold for 42 grand. Like, holy shit. Let's look and see what kind of voodoo we can work up with a Honda Beat. See if they got any Honda Beats. Let's see. The cheapest. Wow, they really. One sold. Damn. In 2016, one sold for 4 grand. It's a 91. And then reserve, one sold for 6 grand, one sold for 9 grand, one sold for 7,800, 5,500, 5,199, 6 grand, 6,600, 55, $7,300 and 77. So like, I mean, basically they sell as low as 4 grand and as high as like 9 grand. The one they have one at J-Spec here in town. It is $8,900, but it's modified. It has, see how much shit it has. It has right-hand drive cars, I always forget what it has. They actually have two of them. They have one for $8,000 and they have one for like basically $9,000. But the one that's for $8,000 doesn't look that good. It kind of looks debatable. Yeah, this one. Like this thing actually looks pretty fucking mean for a Honda Beat. Some of y'all have seen this before. I think I showed Eric before, but it's got fucking aftermarket wheels. It's got an aftermarket racing seat. It's got a bunch of shit. Only thing I don't like is how low that fucking exhaust is sitting. Like that exhaust is sitting pretty low. Might be scraping. It's got some, nice looking wheels on it. It's got some Bridgestone Potenza RE71Rs on it. So good sticky tires. Body lines look pretty decent. Top doesn't look too raggedy. That's the only thing the only imperfection on the car is right there. Like that ain't shit. Man, my family's in the paint and body shop business. So, I mean, could get that touched up like no problem. I think it's pretty dope too. I've never really realized it until like, I started looking at Beats. Fucking flip forward hood. That's pretty dope. Bumper fitment is like a hair off, just a little bit off, but it's not too bad. It's got Blitz adjustable coilovers. Looks like a Cusco front strut tower bar. It's got aftermarket HIDs. Got the original chassis number badge. Top goes down good. Even comes with a Beat keychain for your fucking car key. And then it's got, aftermarket racing seat, which it's got an aftermarket passenger seat too. Like they used to come with almost like zebra or some kind of weird pattern. And I really don't like that. This looks like, it looks like a little mix match, but I like that a lot better than zebra print. That's a clean looking seat though, honestly, like. And it's got, short shifter. It's got, looks like some aftermarket pedals. It's got an aftermarket gauge cluster and aftermarket steering wheel. So that's pretty dope. It's a clean looking car, honestly. You got to think this is a fucking 92. It's got a fucking 10,000 RPM gauge cluster. And it's got 63,000 kilometers. So that's like 34,000 miles or something like that. Not bad at all. Door panels look pretty good. There's the engine. And to put a fucking K swap in here, it is possible to put a K20 in here. I'm not kidding. Somebody's done it before. You'd have to trim out all this and make an engine bay. But it's possible. It takes a lot of work, but it's definitely possible. As far as miles go, yeah, it has 39,000 miles on it. And they want $8,900 for it. So the fact that they want $8,900 for it, I think I could talk them down to $8,500. I think $8,500 would be fair. Let's see. Eric says, S2KY says that car looks good. Yeah, dude, it really does. Eric says looks like an MR2 and a 90s Eclipse. Kinda. Yeah, like if it had like the rear end of it definitely is MR2-ish. Then the front of it, like something about, I see what you're saying about the Eclipse element of it. But it kind of looks like its own thing, it does like look like similar to those, but like when you look at a Beat, it's kind of like, what the fuck is this? And that's what I like about it, because like if you're driving this around, like people be like, what the fuck is that? And the fucking OG Honda people know what it is. They know it's a fucking Beat. It's a fucking Beat. That's all you gotta know. S2KY body says beat with a CBR 1000 motor mod. It has. Looks like it has. The small but peppy engine made 63 brake horsepower and reached a top speed of 135 kilometers, aka 84 miles an hour. Yeah, definitely have to get a new transplant for that, because 84 is it's a little too slow for my style. But I think for 1,500 pounds, 84 miles an hour, that's gonna feel a lot faster than it is in a 1,500 pound car. It's gonna get up there, man. But it would be a smoke in the eye. It would be a fun car, though, I think. And put a K series in that thing, man. Oh my god. Jesus. I could even just put a K24A2 in it, TSX motor. Just drop it in. Good to go. I think that would be pretty fucking crazy. Because you can get a TSX motor. I mean, if I go to a junkyard and find a TSX motor, that's like less than $1,000 all day. Even if I bought one from H Motors, it's like $1,200. So, I mean, put that in a Honda Beat, game over, man. Put down like like 240 horsepower and like 190 feet-pounds of torque or something like that. Or maybe not 290, 240 and 190. That's what I said. That would be pretty dope. STKY body says downhill. Yeah, it tops out at 63 downhill. S2KY body says, did you fix the steering wheel yet? Do you mean the hub or do you mean the fitment? I got the Works Bell hub on, but the fitment, because it's for a wrap fix quick release system. The hub sits so far in that when I have my hands gripped around the wheel, I'm bumping into the wipers and the turn signals and shit like that. So I have to like palm it. I have to like be like awkward with that shit. But it drives. It's, you know, it steers fine and everything. So don't have to worry about that. But now that I got $700, Christian's gonna look up and email Works Bell and see what kind of price they can do for the wrap fix quick release system. I was kind of thinking about just getting an ASR spacer. I don't know. I want the quick release, man. It's not really a necessity. It's just like, dude, it's Works Bell. They're OG. Because my whole interior is fucking red. So naturally, I feel like that red wrap fix quick release system is really gonna like complement all the red I have in there. You know, it's gonna be like red, 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 red everywhere. I think the only thing that's not red is the dashboard, the headliner, and the A pillars and the fucking door panels. That's about it. Something also I saw that's kind of interesting, I've never thought about doing. I was watching Surge Motive's wideband install video. He took his A pillars off and he fucking plasti dipped them black. That's kind of cool, actually. Like, I almost feel like just painting them black. Like, just fucking not sand them down, but just fucking paint them black. Like, not plasti dip them, but just matte black. Might look good, might look horrible. Who knows? But I guess we'll see, you know? Because, like, something about the A-pillars, A-pillars looking like that grayish color, like the headliner. I'm going to get my headliner done in the Recaro insert material, and I'm going to get the door cards done in the Recaro insert material. And I I think when I do that, fucking paint the A-pillars black, it's probably going to look pretty fucking crazy, you know? There's not going to be any more gray stuff on the car for the most part. Because that like titanium like gray color kind of looks funky. Because you got a black dashboard, you got black door panels. Yeah, just something about it looks funky. Funky. I've actually thought about fuck, what was I about to say? When I get my group intake, definitely gonna get that hydro dipped. I wish I had, like, still waiting to hear back from old dude that sold me the car, who might possibly refund me some money for all the shit that was wrong with it that he didn't know about. But if he does refund me, I mean, I'll be on my way to getting my group intake. And once I get that, do the right-hand drive wiper conversion so I can run it. And then, you know, I'm going to get the fucking group intake hydro dip carbon Kevlar to match the J-Blood coil pack cover and stuff like that. Dude, something about a blue car with carbon Kevlar, I mean, it just looks badass to me. It's like a Spoon Sports thing almost, but not just like a yellow. It's like a fucking yellow, like carbon Kevlar weave type thing. So it looks like its own thing. I think it's looking pretty badass. Hopefully it'll look pretty badass. S2K wide body says the hub. That will look good. Yeah, dude, I find it crazy about the Spoon Sports hub cracking, man. That's like next level bizarro. Like, I don't understand it. I mean, yeah, maybe I over tightened it, but like, dude, 8 feet-pounds of torque, that's not enough to like, that shouldn't be enough to crack aluminum. I guess it is, but that thing fucking cracked. I mean, that is a big crack. We're talking large and in charge. Christian sent me some kind of link. What do we got? Some channel, the PGH production. What's taking so long? 101 subscribers. Oh my. Let's see how many programs I can open up on this Mojave. I already have Firefox open, Google Chrome open, a live stream going, and yeah. I mean, my fucking computer has 16 gigabytes of RAM, and like it had no problem keeping up, and now it's like new operating system is just like so fucking slow, man. It's ridiculous. Booyah. Well, at least it uploaded that. Cool. But yeah, I'm fucking debating. I I mean, like I said, I want to get that Rap Fix quick release, but it's like $350. Dude, if I could just like take my 700 and buy the Group 'em intake. Fucking Group 'em intake is so fucking expensive. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but $800 for an intake box for a Ram Air intake system. It's I wouldn't say it's like not worth it, but it's like so much fucking money. Something about it, man. Because like you have like the intake I'm running right now is a V2, which is a hybrid cold air short ram, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's not a cold air intake. Let's just be real. And it's not a short ram. Let's just be real. But let's say you get like an engine cold air intake in the fucking bumper. That's not a Ram Air. That's cooler air. It's not getting heat soaked, but it's behind the bumper, so you're not really getting that much airflow. You know what I mean? Like this thing sits above the fucking windshield cowling. Hood gets air ramped up it, and it's going right into that bitch. Like that's a Ram Air system. So to think it's $800, but you really can't get too many Ram Air intake systems for a DC5, you know? And Group M makes like they make fucking shit for Lamborghinis. They make shit for Porsches, Ferraris, BMWs. They make shit for like virtually every fast car, high-end cars. Like I'm surprised they make shit for Hondas, honestly. They're making shit for Ferrari and Lamborghini. Like you would think that would pay the bills, but they're like, hey, we're making everything for everything. Like all the Type R cars, they make stuff for them, like EP3 Type R, FD2 Type R, DC5 Type R, DC2, all of it. But yeah, that pretty much sums up the, the update. Sold the transmission. I'm $700 wealthier. And money's burning a hole in my pocket. It's funny how quickly I can spend money on a car. See my bank account. See, since I've opened a new bank account, it's acting all kinds of funky. I can't like check my online summary. We're gonna see if this shit works or not. Yeah, it still doesn't work. It's fucking bizarro. Eric says that's right. That is right. Eric, what you been getting into, man? How you liking that 7 to 7 shift? Eric, I'm surprised you're awake right now, man. If you got off work at 7 a.m., how the fuck are you awake right now? And if you don't have to go to work until 7 p.m., are you trying to send it? Because I'm trying to send it. I want a fucking dub. A high explosive dub. Woo, woo, woo. But yeah, Saturday, you're going to get the rear Brembo DC5. Well, I guess you won't call it Brembo, but the rear DC5R hub assembly, control arm, sway bar, all that shit. Eric says it sucks. Tonight is the last night. I went to bed at 8. So you got off. You got off at 7 a.m. and you went to sleep at 8 and woke up at fucking, what, 1 p.m.? Holy shit. Eric says, I am on right now, season 7. Well, shit. Guess who's hopping on? Guess who's hopping on? That's the sound of be all. Eric says at 6:30. Yeah. At 6:30 what? That's when you went to sleep? I thought you get off. It's you go in at 7 p.m. and work till 7 a.m. How do you go to sleep at fucking 6:30? I'm lost. I'm fucking lost, man. Eric says airplanes. Airplanes? The fuck? You can there's airplanes? Are you shitting me? Let's see, network, set up internet, use LAN cable, do your thing, be all. See what kind of internet connection speed I got today. 196 and 2. It's actually pretty fucking good. I want to get that fucking I want to get that internet subscription or service where you have equal download and upload speed. Like, so if I put out 196, I put out 196 on the upload. That's a game changer. I need that shit. I need it. Oh, and I got to download this fucking update. 5 gigabytes. Oh my God. There must be a lot of shit. Is it running smooth? Let's see. S2K says I have 120 upload speed for the 4K. Damn. Dude, no wonder my shit takes so long to upload it to YouTube. I mean, dude, a 4K, let's say I make a 10-minute clip, right? 10-minute clip in 4K, it takes about 3 hours. 2.5 hours for upload, then probably like 30 minutes for the processing. 10-minute clip in 4K takes like 3 hours to upload to YouTube. It's fucking absurd. It's horrible. Eric says I have not played yet. I will see in a sec. Booyah. Yeah, my shit's got it's got less than, hold on, let me see if I can pause it maybe. Pause, resume. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Dude, this shit is taking forever. Man, you better, man, fuck that. Get a good hit. Man, is this shit really gonna try to make me wait 20 minutes? It just said 8 minutes. Then I repause it, try to get a better connection. And it's trying to say 30 minutes. Hell no. Any day now. This shit is really trying to. It's fucking evil. And it's kind of going down a little bit. Fuck it. S2K says it took me 20 hours with 10 megabytes upload speed one time. Jesus. Good God, dude. How long was the video? That's fucked. Wayne King, what's up, man? Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. That's right, Wing. S2K says 10 minutes? Dude, fucking 20 hours for a 10-minute clip? Jesus. So I'm doing all right. If I'm only averaging like 2 to 5 fucking megabytes per second upload speed for 4K 10-minute clip, and it takes me 3 hours. I mean, that's not too bad, actually. Wing says, I am banned from live streaming. Damn, what the fuck did you play? Jesus. That's horrible. Yeah, it's 3 months for you, buddy. I've been there. That's what I get for streaming boxing matches. Hey, Wing, guess what? Take a guess. Guess what? It's not chicken butt. It's motherfucking sell the transmission day. I sold that bitch. That's right. 700 motherfucking doll hairs. So now I can buy a quick release, and I don't see 350 of that money is going towards a quick release. I don't know what the other money's going towards. The other 350 is probably going towards the group intake, or honestly, I probably need to get the group intake next, because I already got the right-hand drive wiper conversion. I'm trying to get that up and running. This Saturday, we'll get the DC5R rear brake setup put in, sway bar, LCAs, all that shit. I'm also probably I'm trying I want to get the wideband put in too as well. I've already got the trim piece made. Already trying to start to figure out my routing. I think for the O2 sensor plug. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Do y'all hear that? What the fuck is that? What is that? It's like fucking woodpecker or some shit. Fuck. Dude, that sounded fucking creepy. It was like Jesus. Oh me. Eric says there's fucking airplanes. Is it really? That's crazy. Wing King says it's your dog coming to kill you. He's taking a nap. He's good to go. But shit, what was I about to say? Oh, my routing for the okay, so you got your wideband's O2 sensor. Plug it into the race header, obviously. Take the loom. Where am I going to run that to get it to the wideband? I got 2 options. I really got like 3 options or 4 options, but you could do where your wiring harness goes through, like your ECU plugs. That's on the wrong side of the car, though, so that's pretty far. So not there. I could do the shifter cable grommet. That's better, but not quite as good. Then getting closer, in the footwell of the driver's side, you have a grommet for it's a grommet for some wires, fuse box or something like that. That would be a good spot. Then Jerry, Dad's Body Man, he suggested, what about your hood release grommet for your hood release? He's like, it's probably the size of a quarter. Could it fit through there? I'm like, I'm not sure, honestly, but that's a really good idea. I didn't even think of that. Fucking, because like, here, let's look and see how big this plug is. So there's your other faceplate. And let's get to the wideband itself. So this is your wiring harness that's going to go from your fuse box with a ATA circuit from the alternator fuse. Plug the ATA circuit in there, tap it into power wire to there, and then a ground to a bolt. But then this is that's that one. But then the other one we're talking about is I don't know if you guys will be able to see that or not. That's how big the plug is. So honestly, not quite sure if that'll fit or not. If it does, awesome. If not, I'll run it through the footwell. Either way, it'll be fun. The only other thing I got to figure out is hey now, calm down. Only other thing I got to figure out is how to calibrate this thing. I haven't even really taken into account the calibration. I hear that you have to calibrate it with the O2 sensor out. Like you don't even. S2K says, what about just getting the AEM CD7 all-in-one? Like how many, like, hold on, let me see what you're talking about. I'm not familiar with that. AEM CD7. Oh, okay. I think, well, unfortunately, I'm not. That thing is pretty dope. Yeah, that thing is dope. Don't get me wrong. How much did that motherfucker cost? Yeah, see, that bitch cost anywhere from $1,400 to $1,900, and you need AEM data V4 or higher. So like I'm running Honda K Pro. I'm not running like a V2 Infinity system. So like that's kind of why I'd stray away from getting something like that, because the price is I mean, fuck. If you like, I think like $800 for a group of intake is ridiculous. Like a fucking cluster for gauges, fucking $1,800. Like, oh my god. Because all I really need, like, I've already got my shift light programmed in my original cluster with the check engine light. So when I shift at $9,000, my check engine light will come on. It's programmed that way. So I have a shift light. I have my air fuel, and the only other gauge I'm really going to need is oil pressure, or maybe like water temp or oil temp or something like that. Where the fuck is calibration at though? Does it tell you? Not on the front. Installation. Analog output. Serial output. Hold the phone. What the fuck? When connecting to AEM Series 1 EMS, make sure to verify that the O2 number 1 gain option is set. So the voltage from O2 number 1 parameter makes the voltage at the engine management system from the O2 sensor, yada, yada, yada. See, I'm not running that. That's weird. Oh, okay. No, I see. It has like a little potentiometer on the inside, like fucking where's that? Yeah, it has a little pot right there. So you take a flathead and you have 4 positions, or really 5 positions. Yeah, you got P0, P1, P2, P3, P4. So it says, with the screwdriver, clock the rotary switch into the desired calibration position, referring to the diagram below, and watch the alphanumeric readout, which will display the new position when entered. Huh. Okay, so we got AEM gauge default is P0 and P1. AFR small volt range is P2. AFR autronic emulation is P3. And AFR Nernst emulation is P4. Well, I basically don't have any idea what any of that means. For your reference, below is the multiplier for calculating the air-fuel ratio of common fuels for the lambda value. Huh. Which fucking position would I need just for standalone? The AEM default position is P0. When set to P0, the gauge displays AFR values. P1 is the same as P0, except the gauge displays. Oh, okay. So I just keep it right where it is. Okay, so position 0 is AFRs. Position 1's lambda. The AFR calibration P2 is linear and similar to P1 with a smaller voltage range 1 to 2. The AFR calibration P3 emulates autronic wideband O2 sensor calibration. The AFR calibration P4 emulates a nonlinear Nernst cell calibration. Refer to table 3 in figure 9. What the fuck is figure 9? Yeah, I think just keep it on P0. Just need it for AFR. What'd I miss? Wing King says Gretty serious version or vision for the win. S2K says mint. Wing King says he could buy my Arc Design MFD2. But what if I don't want to? Yeah, another thing I was thinking about, my AFR is going to be in the far left AC vent, obviously. Another way that would be really fucking cool that I saw somebody do if I needed 3 more gauges. I don't think I would need 3 more, but you never know. I know I'd need maybe 2 more at the most, but I'm sure you could get another 3rd gauge. There's probably something out there to fill the slot. But your climate controls, you can relocate the harness and put those in the glove box, which would be pretty fucking dope because I don't really use heat or AC in my car that much. I should probably just get rid of heat and AC and power steering too. Just say fuck it. But yeah, you could extend the harness wires, put it in the glove box if you wanted to keep it. Then you get another trim piece and you bore out the where the knobs were for your on-off switch, your temperature, and your position of your climate control. You could put 3 gauges in there. That shit would be pretty race car. S2K says AC kills Honda power. Dude, I never drive, like, even having like it off, like, yeah, you're still like, it's another belt, another thing the fucking crank's gotta having the equation of the belt and pulleys and all that stuff and one extra pulley. That's why I said get rid of power steering too. But even when it's off, it's dragging, it's killing the power. But when I'm getting on it, I never have my AC on because it's like kicking a car in the balls. Fucking car is like, ah, oh, turn that shit off. It's like a fucking Chevette. These hold on, Grady. I'm gonna look at this shit on my computer. Grady Serious Vision. Well, they sell it on Nangoon, so that's how you know it's good. Dude, that is a boss looking fucking gauge. That, like, it's like digital looking, dude. That thing looks fucking sweet. Oh, oh man, what the fuck? It's like a piece of glass, dude. What the fuck? That is badass. Dude, how much do they want for that motherfucker? $360, Jesus. Pretty nice set of gauges. Still have to get other parts to make them work, such as the controller and the sensors. Oh, damn. So, yeah, thing's pretty. So let's see. The Sirius sensors and harness is $19. The Sirius control unit is $128. So that's what, like 400, 500. Yeah, fuck all that. It looks really cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I can spend $600 on a gauge. Even though it can display 6 things. That's pretty dope. True motherfucking story. But yeah, it's good to know now I don't have to really calibrate anything. Yeah, I was wondering why on I was curious to know why. See, this is your faceplate, the black faceplate. You got your air fuel ratio, right? And you flip it over, you got your fucking if it'll focus. It doesn't want to. Yeah, you got your lambda ratio. So like I was like wondering, I was like, well, how does that work? You know, it's air fuel, it's not lambda. But that's why it can be a lambda gauge, it can be a lambda calibrated or air fuel. So who the fuck yeah. But yeah, I kind of wish the O2 sensors harness was like this small, because I'm pretty positive we could fit that through the hood release grommet. But if not, I can just run it through the driver's side footwell, through that grommet. So, I mean, I don't think we're going to really have too many issues. I think we're going to be good to go. Good to go. Dude, is that really a fucking airplane? Holy shit, what in the fuck? But yeah, guys, summing up here, that's the updates. That's everything that's going on here, and yeah, summing it up. Thanks for watching. Nice shooting the shit with you guys as always. Thanks for any suggestions, topics, new subscribers, old subscribers. We got a lot more content to come to the channel. It's just kind of, at this point, it's kind of like baby steps, you know, like I feel like my channel in the beginning, I had so much to install, like even little stuff, like whether it's deleting a plug or reaction to bolt-ons. I really fucking hate that video, by the way. I hate that that video has almost 10,000 hits. That's like the worst representation of my channel. Because it's like me just geeking out, just like, oh my God, I got full bolt-ons. It's like unfiltered, just geeking out. People are like, fuck you, man. Seems to be, I mean, it's the video is pretty well received. Like you got like, you know, almost, I think it's like up to almost 8,000 hits and 60 thumbs up, 21 thumbs down. Oh yeah. So for the most part, people received it fairly well, but I don't know, something about that video is just like looking back on it, I'm like, dude, fuck that video. I need to make one for the new car, the new fucking Type R setup and all that stuff. Like that car shits on my old car, my old setup. Seriously. But yeah, guys, I'll catch y'all later. Thanks for watching and have a good one. Have a good weekend and be all.